What's going on, guys? It's Gendo here, and I'd like to welcome you back to another edition of my Pentagon slash Hexagon series. Well, today's the final day of the Brasileirão Sport Recife are going to be taking on last place Ponte Preta to close out the season. I say they're last place, which hopefully means that we're going to get a victory and end the season on a high note, because for the past few months, it really hasn't been all that great for us. As I said, we are sitting in 11th place, down from 7th or 8th from last episode, so there were several more losses than I wanted to take. As you can see through the standings, Cruzeiro have won the league handily, 10 points above second place, Corinthians. We are at 50 points through 37 matches. We're either going to finish in 10th or 11th, based on how we do and how Fluminense do in the last match. But that's I guess that's very respectable, mid-table, for a team that wasn't really predicted to do all that well. We were predicted to go mid-table. I would have liked to be higher mid-table, but it's a stepping stone for next season. Taking a look at the schedule, from our last match, our agonizing defeat to Grêmio right there in stoppage time. We played 12 matches. We've gone 5-2-5, very average, pulling those 17 points. Teams that I lost against, or more than likely teams that I should have lost against. See Vasco and the 5-1 drubbing we had there. This has to be a region, I believe. Yeah, he's a 20-year-old Ecuadorian, and he's a defensive mid and scored a hat trick on me. That just shows how bad my team was playing that day, especially after a string of 3 straight victories, one of them being against Fluminense, and a beatdown at that, 4-1 against Fluminense, Luciano picking himself up a hat trick, and then following that up with a 5-1 demolition of Paraná at Paraná. They were one of the bottom teams as well. Eric getting himself a double brace, with Nassim Nahar picking up the 5th goal as well. But as I was saying, we lost to teams that we more than likely were expected to lose to. See Sao Paulo, where we lost, or actually that was beforehand. See Victoria, we were kind of going in a little injured. But, 2-1, especially, or 2-0 at that, we could have come back, but I guess, they were down to 10 men with just 15 minutes left, 15 minutes not giving us enough time to do anything. We were only limited to 6 shots. So throughout the match, it's not like we had anything going to begin with. But then losses to Corinthians, lost to, as I said, Vasco, lost to Atletico Mineirão. Honestly, we probably could have beaten them in this, or at least drew. But a last-minute goal by Mineirão, giving them all 3 points on the day, and further keeping us in the middle of the park. The 2 draws we had was against Internacional and actually against the eventual league winners in Cruzeiro. Probably because they were playing a little weak inside and they knew that they were already going to win the league. But apart from this 0-0 draw, which had nothing going on, 1-1 against Cruzeiro, we got off to the good start. Eric picking up a goal in the 23rd minute, only to be negated later on in the first half. Very defensive battle from that point on as we try to stall Cruzeiro for as much as possible, prevent them from getting a goal, because we sure as hell weren't going to be getting a second goal. It was up to us to try and prevent them from getting a second, which we did, and we were able to steal a point away from the eventual league winners. Other wins that I felt definitely were necessary and actually definitely were warranted. 2-1 against Bahia, 1-0 against Avaí, and the one that actually surprised me was 2-0 to Goiás, because Goiás were actually ahead of us at the time. Aleph and Luciano picking up goals in the second half as we completely outplayed and outclassed Goiás, 20 shots to 3, as we tried to stay above mid-table at this point. And the 3 wins in a row definitely helped our cause, but ultimately the losses far outweighed the wins. And like I said, they were all losses to teams that we were expected to lose to in the first place. So sitting 10th or 11th at the end of the season, not all that bad. I would like to definitely get a win against Ponte Preta going forward. So, without further ado, let's get into our match against this last place team. They're playing a interesting Christmas tree formation. They want to go all out attacking in this final match since it's not going to really matter all that much. They're relegated, and by a wide margin. They are 17 points from the safe zone. They were relegated long before the season was over. So we're going to be playing our own all-out attacking formation, the old 4-2-3-1 standby. A little bit of a squad rotation. I'm not going to have Luciano playing up front. I'm going to give Eric the shot at striker. Luciano's going to be on the left wing. Lima is going to be playing AMC, and Carabina out on the right wing. Two midfielders will be Rodrigo Duarte and Boussoufa, the young Moroccan star, who came on really well and in his 13 matches has already amassed a 7.31 average rating. I only have him until the end of next season, so hopefully if he does well halfway through next year, I may sign him on for a little longer if I have the money. And then my back four will consist of Alan Patrick, Leandro, Aleph, and Patrick, with Gustavo sitting in net. So without further ado, let's kick off this last game of the season. Alright, and we kick off. Sport Recife, of course, are going to be in their traditional black and red hoops, and Ponte Preta are going to be in their away whites. We kick off, and automatically we get a corner. Luciano whipping it in. We keep it in the box. Lima take a shot. Carabina just over the bar. That would have been a nice start just 1 minute in. Like I said, both teams playing uber attacking today. Good save by Gustavo. Jeez. Defense not up to snuff right now. As now we get a corner. Luciano with the ball, throws in Carabina. Luciano back. Leandro getting a first goal of the match if he's onside, and he is. 8 minutes on. What a good start for him. Set up nicely by those passing plays by Luciano and Carabina. What a way to start. Now Ponte Preta getting a free kick just outside their zone, outside our box. Keeping it inside. Trying to find some passing lanes through the middle. They do. What a tackle. Oof. A little too violent there in the penalty box. Don't want to give up a penalty kick this early. Patrick passing Carabina. Patrick has options in the middle. Finds Duarte. Picks out Carabina. That's a tackle in the box. Ref, where's the penalty? But we get it back. Leandro. Alan Patrick. Ooh, another harsh tackle from Ponte Preta. And once again, no foul call. This ref is being very lenient. Good save by Gustavo. But Ponte Preta still on the attack, and Duarte with a silly foul right at the top of the box, giving them a chance. Gustavo has to make the save there. That would have hit off the top of the bar, forcing the corner. They whip it in, but we get it out. Eric can hold on to it. Ponte Preta still with the ball. Before that resolves, I'm going to assertively encourage them, just so they can hold tight in defense at least. Stop making silly fouls. Leandro's on a yellow too. I should probably watch out for him. With another free kick, but that just goes wide. See, and I take a look at how my team is running, and I have an idea of who I want to keep and who I want to sell for next season. But they gotta be performing in matches like this against. I know it's the end of the season, and no one really cares on either side. But this is where you judge your character, and this is where the boys need to perform. They're predicted to do well against this last place side. They can't just go out and half-ass it. Luciano getting the ball into Eric. Can he get something? But he's offside. Yes, I know. In the end, these 3 points don't matter. It's not going to change either team's positioning in the final standings. But you know, as a manager, wall cannons off the crossbar. As I was saying, as a manager, this is the type of performance that factors into, do I want to keep these players for next season? Are they going to perform? Good steal, good dispossess. Oh, and then Ponte Preta get it right back. Gotta say, Ponte Preta is playing extremely well, and Leandro with another rash tackle that probably could have gotten him sent off. Like I said, he's the only one on a yellow right now. Lima ahead to Eric as we try to find a second goal before halftime. Eric trying to play through the center, and I don't know if that was a pass or a shot. Definitely could have gone either way. Just 2 minutes left in this first half. Oh, and Ponte Preta getting a good long ball forward. I'm going to change a couple tactics at halftime. Keep retaining into the possession. No direct passing. Get rid of the early crosses and whip them in. Yeah, you're capable of even better. Alright, go out there. Final 45 minutes of this season. See if we can hold Ponte Preta, because they've been charging as of late, and Eric just tripping over himself. Corner kick, Leandro. There are options in the center of the box. Pass to Eric to Lima. Keeper with a good save right there. Another free kick, but that whistles over the crossbar. Another corner kick for us. We're getting a lot of corners. Alan Patrick with the foul. I don't see where it happened, but whatever. Cancels a goal-scoring opportunity for us. Bringing it up the wing. We just need to hold on to possession, boys. Stop letting them take it off you so easily. Bosufa. Duarte. Carabina. Options in the middle. But that's, I believe that creamed off a defender. So we get the corner. These players are not picking out the right passes. They're just throwing it into the middle and hoping something would happen. Leandro getting a very weak attempt on it. Alright, I'll make some subs now. We're going to bring on Tupa for Leandro because I don't want to see him sent off in the final match. Mosquito is going to come on for Eric. I haven't used him much through the season. I believe I only played him 4 or 5 times. So we'll give him a good run out and see how he does for the last 20 minutes of this season. Encourage them a little more. Ponte Preta now in our attacking half as they try to find the ball. How is he on? Okay. I was going to say, he looks suspiciously offside there. And they have a player named Lima as well. Yeah, we'll make one more sub, and that's going to be Octavio on for our Lima. With just 3 minutes in stoppage time remaining in this match, we try to hold on for this 1-0 victory. Maybe even extend it. Oh, that was a bad pass. Tupa resets it, getting it back to Gustavo. Long ball forward. Arbina gets ahead. Mosquito. Kenny. Oh! Ref! Ref, where was the foul? Mosquito is the last man. How is that not 1, a red card, and 2, a penalty? Questionable decision making in this final match. Questionable refereeing. We'll get a corner out of it. Luciano whips it in, but it gets headed away. Keep the ball, but geez, ref. Ref with the no call. Less than a minute into stoppage time. Ref! Oh boy, if this leads to a goal. Okay, good block, boys. Whips it in. Oh, good defending. Good getting it out of there. So many people going down the box. I'm just waiting for the ref to blow the whistle on both ends. 2 minutes gone. Just hold on to the ball, boys. Don't let him get through. Don't let this be another Gremio. Just kick it out. The left kicks it out to Carabina. Takes it up the wing. Just play keep away. Kick it deep. But no, we're keeping it in our half. Passing it around. Uh-oh. Get out, Gustavo. Oh, jeez. Giving me a heart attack for this final match, and the refs should blow it right now. And there it is, full time. Sport getting themselves a very uninspiring 1-0 victory against last place Ponte Preta. It was, well, I'm not even going to talk to them right now. We do actually jump Fluminense. They lost to Sao Caetano, surprising. So we end the season dead center, right there at 10th place, 53 points through 38 matches. We went 16, 5, and 17. Yeah, there were not a lot of draws. It was either you win it or you lose it. And overall, a season that could have gone a little better. Like I said, I was sitting in 7th or 8th place last episode. I felt that 6th place was achievable, maybe even getting into, I believe at that point it would have been Sudamerica. But, you know, here's the results from the rest of the season. It could have gone a lot better. Actually, get money for this guy. Oh, that's right. I sold him to Palmeiras because he was doing extremely well. And we get 95,000 for our positioning, which is okay. Before I end this episode, I'm going to go over stats and transfer news. Actually, no transfer news because, well, we're not looking at anybody. But overall, with this last match, the most amount of games played, or actually games started, Rodrigo Duarte with 56, and then came off the bench for 7. So he played in 63 matches. Well, when you take into account how many matches Brazilians play, that's not all that uncommon. But just see that large number. It's amazing. Goal scorers. Luciano, of course, being our lead goal scorer, the 30-year-old, nets 35 on the season in 52 matches. Or actually 61 if you count on his subs in. So not all that bad. So that's better than one every other match. I do have him signed on for the end of next season. Like I said, he's 30 years old, hasn't shown any signs of slowing down, so hopefully he'll keep banging it in for us next season and, you know, help towards our push into the top 6. The next leading goal scorers were Nassim Nahar and Eric, and Salio are the only 3 that had double-digit goals. Everyone else less than 10. As far as our overall assist leader, Nassim Nahar coming from the left side, getting 16 assists. Luciano and Carabina also getting 11. Yeah, when Luciano was down playing the AMC role, the left winger role, he was routinely crossing him in, getting himself on the score sheet with those assists. And then overall average rating, both Bosufa and Luciano at a 7.30. Luciano getting it done in 4 times as many matches as Bosufa, but just Bosufa coming on late in the season and playing extremely well for us. I'm really happy. I'm really happy that he was able to do that for us. Now, taking a look at contracts and whose contracts are going to be up or expiring soon. Patrick and Andre Ramalho, I've already deemed not re-signing them. In fact, I'm selling Ramalho to Niort. I believe they are a French side. Yes, they are. League 2. So I'm selling him. Patrick, I'm just releasing because he's 34 years old and really declining. He just looks really bad. As far as everyone else on the list, I'm looking to try and get rid of Jorge Morera. He's 33 years old, already on the decline, and he's my highest paid player at 888,000 pounds. There are better options out there. There are younger options. I don't feel that I need to keep paying his salary, so I'm going to look to offload him in the off season. As far as my second highest, I believe it's Eric. Yeah, Eric's been doing extremely well for us. I don't want to get rid of him right now, but his contract is up at the end of next season, and I need to figure out what my money situation is first before I think about trying to re-sign him. Because the club has seven strikers on the main roster to begin with, I may start paring it down, and he may definitely be one to go, just because of how high he is being paid. Luciano's the second highest paid striker, followed by Nassim Nahar. Guillermo Arana, my left back, he's 26 years old and he's getting paid £625,000 a year. He may be on the chopping block as well if I need to shore up some money for, just for operating costs, because I'm sitting in the red right now. If you take a look, I'm 2.62 in the red. So, yeah, I may not want to do this, but there's a time where I may not have a choice. So, just looking at these, the next three on the chopping block will be Morera, Eric, and Arana if I need money. So, well, that's something that I'm going to think about doing in the off season. As I said before, we finished 10th in my first season in Brazil, and I would have liked to have some, continental competition. I'm really surprised I didn't play anything in the Copa Sudamerica, especially since it said I would have. So I don't know if the game was glitching out on me with that, but whatever. I'm going to try and get into Continental Cup competition proper next season, whether that be with sport or with anybody else that's opening up. I mean, see, there are a lot of jobs offered right now all across the world. I'm not going to look at that right now. I'm going to focus on sport. So until next time, I'd like to thank you all very much for watching. If you like what you saw, please drop a like, subscribe if you're new. Comments, questions, suggestions, banter, please leave it in the comment box below. But as always, this is Gendo. Once again, thank you very much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Take care, and peace out.